Hello there, I'm PuzzleFerret, and welcome back to X4 Foundations. Now, we are back in the last remaining Xenon sector, hoping to take it for our own. Now, it probably won't be this episode that I take it for my own, because we still have a number of stations to deal with. I've dealt with, like, all of the tiny little defense stations. There was about 4 of them that were just one piece of defense station, so they went real super quick. We've got this little solar power plant that I've parked myself right up next to. I've killed like 2k in the sector since the last time. I don't know. There was one over there, and it is now dead. However, we were having trouble taking over the sector before this, Tharkas Cascade 17, but now Tharkas Cascade 17 is Jacob's triumph, for I was given help by Don Jacobs to actually secure this sector. Now, previously, if you made a defense station, then you had to make a defense station, and the actual administration module had to be the first thing you made to actually be able to take over a sector. If you didn't make that first, then it didn't count as a defense station, and as such, you couldn't take over the sector. Well, this station over here, the one that is marked as a defense station, I can't remember what I built on it first. I really can't. But when I decided to make a second defense station over here, with help, then I found that it just decided, so you've claimed the sector already. Oh well, fair enough, and it gave me the sector. So, for some odd reason, I do not know. I mean, I thought that there was probably a defense station in there of the Xenons that I hadn't found. But in actual fact, no, that's not true. It was just bugging out, and it just didn't hand over the sector. Anyway, now we have that sector, and for a change, I've actually secured an entire Xenon zone, because previously, we've had places like Faulty Logic. Well, I suppose I've claimed this one as well. But we've had places like Faulty Logic, with the sector of Boom, and Faulty Logic 1, where this sector was claimed by the HOP because there was a dispute between me and the HOP as to who was going to have the sector, and the end result was that I didn't really want to destroy all of the HOP defense stations, so they got it. And Matrix 451, the Taladi got it, because they had 2 defense stations, and again, I didn't want to destroy their defense stations yet. But I shall work on this sector over here now, and think about the other sectors for when I get round to it. Right, so what we're doing today? This over here. This little thing getting in the way. Well, I do want to go for these, but they will take a lot more work. Those are going to be quite challenging. Previously, we had an episode for each, I think, because they were just horrendously mean. Okay, so we've got a new ship that's been brought over here, the BV Slayer, which I've literally just filled with everything that it needs to do a good attack. Maybe I should take that and use that. I don't know. I'll stay on this one for now, and get that one over there. Come on, over this way. You just sitting there? That's this way. Good. We'll get rid of this S whilst we're here. No supplying the station. It's probably going to pick up energy cells, because what we're after today is a solar power plant. I think because, it's easy in comparison to the others. That's the best way. Pick off the easy things first, and then go for the others. After that, we are going to have to start selecting targets, because I'm not going to just go after a specific faction after this. I think that it's better to select specific targets, like zones that only have 1 defense station, because, if they've only got 1 defense station, then they are really asking for being destroyed, aren't they?
Solar power plant.
Right, that energy thing's definitely going to the solar power plant, which is okay because that's where we're going anyway. So we will get over there, and hopefully it'll have slowed down a bit so we can catch up with it. Hey, you!
Yes.
Yeah, don't be building build storage, I tell you, because we're going to blast this thing to bits, and I don't really want build storage getting in my way. Now, has it got...
Solar power plant.
I don't know. I don't think it has
Yes.
defenses. As in, I don't think it has defense drones. But it might be full of ships. That is possible. Oh, here's one.
Defense drone.
Oh, it has got defense drones. One. It has one defense drone. Well. Are we sure that's it? Surely it's got to have more than one defense drone. Oh, it's got a few defense drones. It's got about 5. Well... 5 defense drones is definitely not going to save it. Not a chance. 5 defense drones is practically no defense drones, really. And it's certainly a massive change from the usual 68 defense drones or whatever that you usually find on one of these things. Ah. For a change, my guns have already started. Brilliant. I do like these stations,
Solar
though.
power plant.
I think that there should be more solar power plants at the Xenon, because these big solar sails that the Xenon produce are really cool. I mean, look at that. Is it actually directed at the sun? You know what? It's not all that far off, is it? Unfortunately, everything's obviously set to the ecliptic plane, so it's all flat. According to the Xenon's approach to things, just build on the ecliptic plane. That'll be fine. But yeah, brilliant. I love these solar panels. Let's get a better view of this thing as we stick it into setter so that it can be blasted. I wonder if those defense drones are actually going to react to the fact that we're shooting this station. They don't appear to be. Because otherwise I'd have been interrupted by now. So they're just sitting there going, defense, yes, we are defending. We are defending well by sitting here and looking defensive. That's what they're doing. It's nice to have the sun around. Right, back into the ship. I shall concentrate on blasting this little bit to pieces. And then I'll pick on the next bit. That's interesting. We continued to remain in setter whilst this thing got blasted. Are we actually being destroyed by the defense drones? No, I thought those... There is one. Oh, it's a Xenon Raider M. An M. An M with very little life because it's already tried to go at the ship. That was a bad idea, wasn't it, M? Yes. It doesn't help much. Either that or it just blasted all of its shields away, which they do like to do very often. Let's go and destroy that M before it bothers us. Hey, M. You coming in for a bit of attack, are you? Well, we'll soon see about that. Come on. Don't be afraid. You'll be fine. You'll be fine as a pile of scrap. Get over here. Right. There it goes. Brilliant. Are these defense drones? They're just sitting there doing nothing. Maybe it's their tea break. I don't know. They shouldn't have a tea break, I tell you. So often the defense drones just sit around doing nothing. Having said that, when I get to the shipyard and the wharf, those are going to be absolutely snowed under with defense drones. I know it. And when they are, they're going to be. Those defense drones are really annoying. It really does make it feel like you wish you could gather the cloud from the previous sector. Well, not the previous sector, the sector before that. Tharka's Cascade, some number. But that cloud destroyed defense drones like mad. If you could, like, gather the cloud and then release it in just in a little line behind you, that would be brilliant. You could just slaughter those things no problem because of the acidic nature of the cloud. Well, when I say acidic, it's mostly sort of energy destroying. But yeah. Are you actually hitting this or not? It's almost as if it
Queen's
isn't.
Guard.
Queen's Guard, eh? Let's go a little bit closer, that might help. I've not actually got anything targeted, so I don't know. 97%. Oh, it's definitely getting hit, that's good. What? What? Oh, I know. It's the Queen's Guard, isn't it?
Queen's Guard.
Come on! There's always an abundance of ships to get in your way. Get out of here. I so like the Kark. I wish there was more Kark actually involved in the game, because the destroyers and corvettes for the Kark were really cool. I mean, in X3, the destroyer was like a massive octopus, and it had these sort of blade-like arms that were in a circular pattern. It was really, really cool. I really liked the destroyers for the car, but no destroyers for the car. And the corvettes for the car were great as well. No corvettes for the car. I don't know where the Kark are hidden. Maybe the Split and the Kark are having their own little war somewhere else. Maybe that's what's going to happen when we come back to the Split's race in the expansion. I'm so looking forward to that. It's going to be so cool. There's just mountains of different sectors that have inactive gates in them that expansion could fill up.
Power plant.
Brilliant. Wow. This solar panel is really taking up quite a lot of shooting. Aha. The solar panel is destroyed. And they moved straight on to the docking module. So it's the ship's not messing around this time. You know what it's like. It has a tendency to just go, right, I'm done. That's it. Stop firing now. But this time, not so much. This time, it's actually giving it a good go. 77%. I knew this station would be destroyed quickly. I'm always pleased to see them die, so that I can get this sector. Oh, actually, I haven't actually built a defense station in this sector yet.
Waiting orders.
Good! Continue! Await those orders. It might be a while, considering the fact that I'm not giving orders out to anybody at the moment. Okay, 67%. 66. Oh, wait! That's the... oh, yeah, that's the PuzzleFerret's route. That's the ship that I was sending around Jacob's Triumph to try and find a Xenon defense station, and yeah, I just left it doing that. I forgot about that. Yeah, I know you are. Good work. Sorry for like sending you around the sector about 15 times when you didn't actually need to do it because I'd already claimed the sector. At least it kept him busy. A lot of these ships, they're just sat there doing nothing. Because whilst I'm doing this sort of thing, I don't have a job for them. They can just sit there. I mean, I could set them to patrol the various places. I should most likely set them to patrol, but I don't. I just leave them just sat there. Ooh, yay, brilliant. Another segment down. Now then, ship, are you going to behave? Are you going to fire at this, or are you going to decide that you're too good for firing at this? Well, the bottom guns are at it. Top guns too? No. Top guns are going for the storage instead. Ah! Get off! Okay, can I get that? You can actually target the guns. Yay! Brilliant! It's surprisingly more easy than you think. Even if you've got the station targeted already, you can actually get to the guns quite easily. I never thought that you could, but if you hover over something that's actually a good target, then it changes from the little cursor to a little target thing, and you can definitely get it. There you go, guns. Bye. Get off. Good.
Solar power
And if you've got something else targeted, then anything that isn't that is still targetable again by the same thing. So if there was another gun there, it would change to a target and show me that I could actually target that as instead, because it isn't. It's sort of part. It is part of the station, but it's not a specific part of the station that it's like it's a separate thing, so you can target them separately. Right. Although of course I could use the target next surface element trick, which I continuously forget to do. I know that the button's there, I just forget which one it is. Is it the home button? Oh, it is the home button. Brilliant. Okay. I think that was Don Jacobs telling me that as well. Right. Death to you, station. Oh, everything. It's shooting all over the place. If I switch to setter now, hopefully it'll kill that storage area and with all of that, because that's loads of blasting. And then it'll go for the other thing. Really? Have the defense drones suddenly decided to have a go at it? They have, haven't they? Ah! You're a bit late, defense drones. I've practically destroyed the entire station already. Now, why is it not firing? It's like two of the guns are firing, but the other two are like, we're not in firing range, despite the fact we're right in front of it. Come on. Oh, now none of them are firing. Brilliant. That worked, didn't it? Alright. The music's changed because I'm not shooting at it. Daft. Get me in there. Get shooting. Ah, come on, ship. You know you want to shoot it. Whoa. Hello. Time to target surface elements again. Why does it never target the closest one? That's just... It's supposed to target the closest one, but it doesn't. Not in my experience. In my experience, it likes to target all of the ones that are covered by the station so that they can't get got. And then the others. That's the order. Everything else first, and then... Ah! Brilliant! You're going to fire at it? That's nice. Are you firing at it only because I'm moving, or
Solar
what?
power plant.
Okay, where's that gun? Ah, I've just been saying how easy it is to target these things, and now I can't target it. Brilliant. That's my usual trick. That's not the one. That's not the one. I can't see that. Thank you. Ah. Fine. Pretend like I can see. Oh, now it sees it. Okay. We've got it. We don't have to panic quite as much. Are you actually targeting that properly? That's probably my fault, actually. Because I'm not looking at it very well.
I did not intend to shoot you.
Yes, you did.
You were in my way.
Ah. Always with the shooting. You're doing it again. How come I not hit that? Why? Why? I must know. Okay, we've got that. That's M. That was the wrong view. Let's try this. Oh, of course. I'm targeting that gun, aren't I? Which means that it's... stuff it. Which means that it's really difficult to actually target it. Now, they can shoot 5 kilometers, I believe. Just about 5 kilometers. I can shoot just beyond 5 kilometers. I can shoot like 8 kilometers or something like that. So, hopefully, if I just sit here, they'll be fine. They can die. All of that shooting isn't hitting me, turrets. It's missing. This is epic failing. It still tries. It still tries, despite the fact it's just firing loads of metal out into space for no good reason. Just trying to put me off, and that's all. Well, I wasn't actually expecting to be able to clear this entire station in this episode. I was expecting to do a little bit and go somewhere else, but it seems to have gone quite quickly. We still only got the
Solar power plant.
yeah, the whole thing. It's only 10%. Hang on, where does it got 3 units? It had 0 units. Why has it got 3 units now? Don't know. Anyway, the next place I'm going after this is I wanted to have a look at the I've got a car homeworld type zone, so I wanted to have a look at the station over there because it's been a fair while since I last looked at it. Hello there. One destroyed. Solar power plant. Brilliant. Okay, so that's gone. So next I've got just I will destroy this defense station off camera. You don't need to see me destroy the defense station again. It's always fun seeing a shipyard, and it's always fun seeing a wharf. So I shall destroy the shipyard and the wharf. In the meanwhile, I want to head over here because I want to have a look at this over here. For we have not looked at it for a fair while, as I said. Aye. I think I remember I was messing around with this particular ship. What have I done with it? Ah, it's auto-saving. See you in a few. It always seems to like to auto-save at the, worst moment it can. Hello there, Captain. Thank you for driving this ship for a little while. Oh, hello. That's the wrong button. Ah, has this one not had any changes? I usually make nice little changes to it. No, I haven't changed it. Interesting. Okay, this one's not been in action for a little while. It's been off gathering shields and weaponry. I have updated it a bit, but only enough for it to sort of be more of an explorer rather than a main destroyer, despite the fact it's called the AJ PuzzleFerret War Machine or something like that. Somewhere along those lines. Let's go and have a look at this station. I want to see, because it's got about 4 different car defense stations attached to it. Now, I want to see if they're all the same. The previous one, the previous defense station of the car that we found, was just a little ship-like shape, and that was really cool. I quite liked it. So we'll have to see what this one is like. I don't actually have to go all the way up. Oh, look at all this. Just... Is that wreckage or asteroids? I can't tell. They go past so quick at how fast are we going? 5,000. I think this one can go as fast as 7,000. Whoa! What? Mines? When did they appear? Oh dear. There is a lot of mines. Are these mines mine? Is this sector mine? Oh yes, this sector's mine, isn't it? So these mines are mine. And they're friend-foe mines. Brilliant. Okay, so they're not actually going to drive into me like the others. Maybe that's one of the reasons why the Hatikva's Free Legion have decided to join me to avoid all of the mines. What the heck's that? No. What is that? What's that? What's that? Stop. That bit of wreckage is far too interesting. What are you? You a bit of an eye? It could be a bit of an eye. I do not know. That looks like an eye, doesn't it? Does it? What do you reckon? I don't know. It could be. It could be an eye. What's left of one. Right. Cool. I can't believe that there's so many mines in this sector. I missed these mines. Let's have a look at this thing whilst we're here. Oh, it is just a little one of those. They are brilliant. They've got the little connector things, so it's almost as if they could be connected to something else, but they just don't appear to be connected to anything else. I was kind of hoping that it would actually be connected to stuff, but it doesn't appear to be connected. Okay, so that one's that one. Let's have a look at this one over here then. Target. And let us have a look at that target. It is just another tiny little defense station. These were so incredibly easy to destroy, and they don't even have any. What are they? Units. They don't have any units. So yeah, and I know that these are invincible. This thing over here, which kind of makes you feel like they might be involved in the expansion. I don't know, but for them to be invincible, it really does seem like this is important. Aye. There's a little group of horrors over there. But they're right next to all of the friend-foe mines. There's so many friend-foe mines around here. Look at this. Look at it just light up everywhere with the friend-foe mines. That's awesome. Okay, so that station is surrounded with friend-foe mines. Maybe if I go up close to it, it'll just get a torrent of friend-foe mines after it. There's a lot of ruined Xenon ship around this place as well, which is kind of cool. I like that sun in the background with all of the cloud around it. Brilliant. Okay. So actually, they're just the same. I was expecting that they might be different. But they're not. There's just the pretty sun and just mines everywhere, and that's about it. Oh well. It was worth checking anyway. But that's all the time I got for this episode, so I shall get destroying defense stations and carry on with the sector nabbing in the next episode. In the meanwhile, you take care. Thanks for watching. Feel free to watch other things on my channel. Feel free to subscribe if you haven't already. Catch you next time. Bye for now.